wanted to ask you about property in particular, because when you look at the situation here in the UAE, property markets across the Emirates are showing increasing negative trends here. Falling demand is being met with a pipeline of new supply and prices are cooling. I believe it was last week we also saw the CEO of Denmark actually saying that Dubai could face an economic disaster unless there's an urgent halt to construction for up to 2 years. How closely is the central bank monitoring this situation and the risks that it could potentially present to exposed domestic banks?
I would tend to disagree with this comment. I think we have learned the lesson from the 2008. And banks have learned the lesson, so they have been prudent in extending loans to the real estate sector, and we have this 20% cap. And I want to tell you also that real estate in terms of level is, if you look at some of the offers they have now, is very attractive. So the risk level has been reduced. So you're not buying at the peak, you're buying at the low. And I think there was a UBS report where they showed Dubai as in the attractive category for real estate. Of course, supply needs to be controlled. That's no doubt about it. And I think there was a higher committee established to review all these projects in Dubai. And all these measures should result in a more prudent growth path going forward.
Just before you mentioned that 2.4% growth projection coming into next year, how confident are you in that figure given the risks that you were outlining just before? And is there any potential that we could see perhaps a revision to that growth number even as we see lower rates here in the UAE moving forward?
I think UAE is on a very a good path for recovery. As I told you, we're an open economy, so we get affected. Another point which I did not mention is the geopolitics. The banking system has the liquidity. It is now the demand side asking for this liquidity. Of course, banks as well, there is a structural phenomena that is happening, and Marwan is here. He can maybe later on shed light on this. This is the credit bureau. So banks are getting better and better in providing loans. So the quality of loans have been improving as well. But we have seen recently a good recovery in loans. That's the 5% year on year. So I'm confident that we are on the right recovery path. And I hope that the geopolitics settle so that the whole region is going to be flourishing, hopefully.